job.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the grab at the 30. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Cavaliers look to do some damage in the red zone. Off play action. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals.
Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And that one play just changes the entire perspective on this game. If you finish that drive, go up 2 scores, you might be able to salt this thing away. There we go! Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Right back to the well. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. On the run, it's Fields. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Offense with a fresh set of downs.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I feel like this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Snap it in the middle. It's Anderson. They make the stop in this passing game. Does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to pass, it's Jennings. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Scrambling away. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 of this defense. His head is spinning. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite and you're a little bit flat and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back to back. And all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spot.
And the Mustangs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Mustangs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Ryan's his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and I think on that third down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a fourth down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Again on the counter. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Going in the backfield, it's West. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. Got it behind the line. It's Harrison. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. The Cavaliers decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. A shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
And this offense has definitely got to take a second right here and understand, this is the most important play of the game. It's 4th down. We got to get the first down over the clock and the time running. They got to make sure they get a conversion here.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Lost a throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run the option. The pitch. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Pound it in. just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. To the air, it's Jennings. That's it. SMU. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small. But the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page with that touchdown catch. They now take the lead.
Up by 1. They're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. He's looking to pass. Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. They go to the draw. Running into the open space. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Grab behind the line, it's West. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Cavaliers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Cavaliers line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got it for the 1st. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mustangs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The gift to the tailback. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To throw, it's Jennings. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect them is with pressure. They're able to hit him on that play, that forced the incompletion.
Shot down of bounds, they'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Let's go. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Knight.
To do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going their direction.
And And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
It's West. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Harrison. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Cavaliers are in the hurry-up. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances. They'll have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Back to pass. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. This is now a 7-point game.
And with that kick, man, we got a one-possession game. Here's the good thing. Good news is you got all 3 timeouts. So you can kick this football deep, use your timeouts, save as much time as you can to give your offense a chance to go win this football game.
Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. One-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain possession. And
they're able to keep it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Mustangs have it in scoring position on first and goal. Quarterback running on the drive. He's loose and out. Touchdown, SMU. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to his 2-game slide.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
And he's one of the best in the country, at least no doubt. This offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Back to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it won't make the connection going for the big play.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical, generate some first downs, and march down the field.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They're setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Pulls it in. It's Glover. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The fourth down try goes awry, and that might just do it. This offense has it with really good field position. Rides the back and leaves it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and then they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you would love to see that.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff. But, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got to stop late. That's why you got the dub.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.